Good morning, students. This video is for class 12th economics, and the topic is price elasticity of demand in continuation with the previous videos. This is under the third method, that is point or geometric method of measuring price elasticity. Now, in the previous video, we discussed, point elasticity on a straight line demand curve, when the demand curve was a straight line. Now, in this particular video today, we'll I'll explain point elasticity on a non-linear demand curve. Non-linear means a demand curve which is not in the form of a straight line. As you can see on the screen, there's a curve, demand curve. It's not a straight line. So how do we use point method to calculate price elasticity at a particular point? Let's say this is the point. Okay, I'll just mark. Let's say this is the particular point on which we want to measure price elasticity by point method, and this point is R. Now what we need to do is we need to make a tangent like this, a line which will be just touching the point R. I'm not using a ruler, that's why this not getting a very straight line, but you use a ruler. Make a tangent with just a straight line with a ruler which just touches point R, okay, and then meets the y-axis and the x-axis. So the point at which it's meeting the y-axis, I'm naming it A, and the point at which it's meeting the x-axis, I'm calling it B. Now, price elasticity, the symbol for which is EP, at point R can be calculated by using the formula which I mentioned earlier. Same formula which you use for a straight line, for a linear demand curve. Lower line segment upon upper line segment. So in this case, the lower line segment you can see is the length from R to point B. You can call it BR. And the upper line segment is from point A to point R. You can call it AR. You can make it very easily by looking at these points, that whether BR is greater, is longer segment, or AR is longer segment. It's very clear. So in this case, BR is greater than AR. BR, this is BR. So when the numerator is bigger than the denominator, obviously the answer you'll get will be greater than, EP will be greater than, it will be greater than 1. Okay. Just telling you about this case. So basically it will depend where the point lies. Okay. It can happen that the upper line segment is longer than the lower line segment. That will vary. So this is the main concept. This is the main way how to go about that. If you are getting a non-linear demand curve, that means a demand curve which is not a straight line, and you have to find out, a point is given on which you have to calculate the price elasticity by point method, you draw a tangent like I did, and then apply the same formula. Okay, so that was it. I could not cover this in my previous video, as I thought I'll focus only on the straight line there is linear demand curve in that particular video. So I hope this is clear. With that, I end this very short video session. Take care.